Thank you everyone for subscribing to Infinitely Productions. If you have not done so, please click the bell and subscribe, and we hope you enjoy our content. Before we begin the iconic video of the Philadelphia crime family members walking inside the Philadelphia International Airport, we first want to give you context of what the situation transpired. First, this video took place on January 20th, 1984. This is around the same time that Nicky Scarfo was being released from prison in Mexico. The reason why he was incarcerated is because he was charged with gun possession as a convicted felon, which sentenced him to years of imprisonment. As you see him being released from prison wearing these sunglasses and vibrant jacket, he's also being embraced by his Philadelphia crime family members such as Salvatore Salvie Testa, Lawrence Yogi Merlino, and his nephew Philip Leonetti. As we mentioned before, this took place on January 20th, 1984, which means literally from 8 months from now, his own capo, Salvatore Salvie Testa, will be buried literally 8 months the day on September 20th, 1984. He was killed on September 14th, 1984, this very same year, so you can already see the tension that's happened between the two parties. Now, even though Nicky Scarfo is happy to be released from prison, him and Salvatore Salvie Testa didn't have the best of terms of their relationship. During the time of Scarfo's imprisonment, he was informed that his capo Testa was engaged to his underboss, Chucky Merlino's daughter, Maria, and we'll show you a picture of her. The sister of Joseph Skinny Joe Merlino and the niece of Lawrence Yogi Merlino, and of course the daughter Chucky Merlino. The reason why Chucky Merlino is not seen in the Philadelphia International Airport is because of their estranged relationship with his ex-future son-in-law. Therefore, you can see already how none of the Philadelphia crime family members are all that eager, except for Nicky Scarfo himself being embraced by such a huge media sensation. While you think there might be a president or a big celebrity, Scarfo was pretty much both in ways, since he was the leader of a crime family and created such huge news sensation. He was pretty much the precursor of John Gotti of the 1980s in Philadelphia. Now we will show you the video of the Philadelphia International Airport, seen here, with the actual audio of it taking place during that time.
All rise. The clerk of New Jersey is now assessing Honorable Richard J. Williams presiding.
Please be seated.
The court has before it State Grand Jury indictment number SGJ 174-86-1. State of New Jersey versus Nicodemus Scarfo, Philip Leonetti, and others. I'll ask counsel first to please enter their appearances.
Claim made by the Office of the Attorney General that I have thereby disqualified myself or my office from proceeding to represent Mr. Leonetti on the substantive charges and throughout the trial, and it is my intention to do that. So I would simply ask the Attorney General to acknowledge on the record that that is in fact the agreement, and for the court to give that agreement.
Would waive a reading of the indictment. Simply enter pleas of not guilty thereto.
All right, fine. I simply want the record to reflect, Mr. Russo, what the...
As far as the grand jury findings in this case are concerned, the enterprise was known as the Bruno family and then the Scarfo family of La Casa Nostra, this thing of ours. The indictment charges not only Nicodemus Scarfo and Philip Leonetti, but several other individuals, that being Thomas Del Giorno, Frank Iannarella, Salvatore Grandi, Joseph Pungitor, Joseph Legambi, Joseph Grandi, John Chancaglini, Ralph Stano, Gary Iaconelli, Gary
Which would not be on the 10% system or property or some combination of the two, I should say. I've explained to my colleagues that I intend to come forward with deeds to properties with current fair market real estate personnel, and where appropriate with mortgage payoff balances. And I say that because that would be generally the format, and none of us anticipate any problems arising from following the format, but that's what we hear in detail. In the 4 instances that I gave, Your Honor, a criminal charge has been made against them, a bail has been set, generally at a level lower than that in other matters. And I think Mr. Scarfo was in basically that same sort of situation, and it may very well be that they want to consult with counsel in New York time advising the Attorney General how frequently they do so and for what periods of time. I think it is a restriction on the access to counsel to have Mr. Scarfo, for instance, tell someone from the Attorney General's office that he's some feeling as to the extent or lack of consultation with counsel. And I'd ask the court to make that an exception to the exception. And perhaps modify your order to require local counsel to keep a record of those consultations or something like that under federal investigation, if he knew about the federal investigation. And there's a need for him to periodically consult with out-of-state counsel who realistically cannot travel into jurisdiction for that purpose. I would be happy to be the conduit through which that sort of record is kept if the court sees a purpose for that. But I really don't think it's a necessary restriction since it does affect the attorney-client relationship.
All right, why don't we hear the other points that you want to address, and then I'll hear from Mr. Goes with regard to this.
3.
Whether the court agrees with it, whether the court, after hearing your application, would determine that it wanted to notify the Attorney General or not. All of those matters are speculative at this point. I will certainly.
Yeah. How do we get there?
Move in, Joe. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out, ladies. Get it. Can't we get, Mr. Scarfo, can't we get some comment about your homecoming? You've been gone 17 months. Sal, you have a comment?
Did you expect all of us when you got off the plane?
Don't get caught in the cord there.
I don't know.
We all right?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Oh, you ought to get back.
Getting back on it, huh?
Okay.
Mr. Scarfo, you feel you'll be watched a lot by the federal authorities?
Get every reason to now.
Watch your back, John. Watch your back. Watch your back. Watch your back. Hit the light up on it. Light. Big deal. You don't carry it. You don't carry it.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and check out more of our content. Feel free to give your feedback and suggestions on what we should do next in the comments. This is Infinite Lee Productions. We love ya.